Welcome inside Cable Dahmer Arena. I'm Gabe Daniel, joined alongside Richie Obaid. It's an exciting one. It's Kansas versus Missouri, a rivalry that's been around since long before it became between the two schools. And, you know, Missouri comes into this one having won 10 straight. They're coming in off a conference championship and had Kansas's number the last 2 times that they played. Richie, what did the Jayhawks have to do differently today?
Yeah, I think the Jayhawks had to do differently today is they had to manage the puck control a lot better today. Recently what we've seen in these games is the games that they do win, they have the control of the puck a lot, more than half of the game. So that's big. We also have to stop rebounds. A lot of times Landry Gray will get his pad there, but he won't be able to secure it. So we have to work on the pad saves and be able to get the rebound and clear it down.
And I think one of the biggest things is going to be getting the first goal, getting a really good early start just because, you know, this is a really good Missouri team. They're obviously going to come in with momentum, and we don't want them to get any more here early on.
Right, definitely.
Again, they won 10-1 and 11-0 the first 2 times that they played, and they're just going to carry that momentum over.
I agree. First goal is important every game, especially now with this being a border showdown, a lot of fans. First goal is very important to keep that momentum on our side.
And before we get started for the game, we're going to have Ryan Cartman, Rinkside, hearing from some people.
Awesome. What do you guys want to see tonight? What's the #1 thing you want to see?
Goals.
Goals.
Lots of fighting.
Lots of fighting. There we go. This is the first goals I've heard tonight. I like how you think. I like how you think. There we go.
Hello from inside Cable Dahmer Arena. I'm Gabe Daniel, joined alongside Richie Obaid for Rivalry at the Rink. As there's going to be a face-off to the left of Landry Gray here with just about 30 seconds into this one. Again, Missouri coming into this one on a really big win streak, having won their last 10, winning the Matcha Conference Championship as well. As it's going to be wrapped around the boards. Trying to get it out there is Spolek as the Jayhawks now recover it from back behind their own net. Is this going to be picked up, carried there? Now a cross-ice pass intended for Alex Adlers. It's going to go off the boards, and the Tigers will have possession now. As it's going to be Rudman trying to dump it in. The physicality already starting to ramp up here, as we're going to get a penalty here, and it looks like a tripping call.
Yeah, it looks like a clear tripping call was called, you know. And we want to talk about what we talked about in the pregame. With emotions running high in a game like this, like the border showdown, it's very important who gets the first goal. So you want to be able to, as KU, to get that first goal and get the momentum going our way. You know, it's not a good start when you get a penalty 1 minute and 9 seconds in, but we'll see if we get a good kill here, which will give us momentum going into the rest of the period.
So the Tigers on a power play here early on. As it's going to be a shot there, sent wide. It's going to be picked up there by Hazelton. Hazelton in the corner with it. This will do a cross-ice pass there. The Tigers still with it. Back under the goal line. As they'll walk towards the deep slot. Hazelton trying to shot, blocked right up front. And racing after it there is going to be Schubert. Trying to find it in the corner. The play still along the boards. The Tigers come up with it. As it's going to be number 10 walking in, shooting out. It's Kasten off the rebound. Gray making a save there. The Jayhawks really need to get it out of the zone. They were able to get it away from Gray, but either way, back in the corner once more. A backhand shot up front, kicked away by Gray again, as the Tigers really starting to pick up the momentum here on the power play. A shot up front, Gray making another save, punch to the corner where it's going to be picked up there by Martin. Martin, another shot sent wide, held in there by Hazelton. Hazelton able to send it back as Kansas gets a much-needed change, as it's going to be Richardson leaving it back behind his own net for Jones. Jones off a pass from Hazelton. He'll wait back behind his own net before a headman pass intended for Rudman. It's going to be sent back the other way by Blake Hearn. Around Richardson. Looks like he got a piece of it. But either way, cranked back in. Is this going to be Fantoni shooting one? Tipped up front there by Barker and sent away. Cleared but not out. It's going to be back behind the net. Now the Tigers able to pick it up. As it's going to be Jones up over to Rudman. Rudman on the right side. He'll try to make a toe drag move. He's going to be poked off the puck there by Blake Hearn as it's now in the corner. The Jayhawks able to clear it out of the zone and are successful on the penalty kill here. 16:45 left to go. The Tigers have it back behind their own net as it's going to be Baumstark with it. Baumstark left it for Cassiopo. Cassiopo over to Rudman. Rudman to the corner trying to drop it back, and it looks like Hearn got a piece of that. Kansas trying to send it out, and it just bounces right off the skate of a Tiger there, and they get it out. The Jayhawks dump it back in. That'll get a line change going as Richardson will leave it behind his own net over for Baumstark. He'll get a pass over there to Cassiopo. Cassiopo, his pass, hit the skate of Strahan as the Jayhawks send it back the other way. Cassiopo with it again. As it's going to be picked up there by number 52. Rather, that's number 57. As it's going to be reversed back in. Schubert to pick it up for the Jayhawks. As it's cranked back in. It'll be picked up by the Jayhawks once again as they'll try to get it out of their zone. As it's going to be thrown the other way. Racing back after it to the corner is going to be Schubert. Around over to Friedhoff. Friedhoff helping, trying to get it out. As it's going to be the Tigers with it now. A slower start to this one as Zimmer tries a cross-ice pass. He's going to be met there by Fontanetta. Fontanetta able to poke the puck loose, but the Tigers get it right back as it's going to be Feeney along the Missouri bench, but the Tigers with possession once again. Fontanetta taking it away, unable to get it out. He's going to be called for a trip here as the Tigers will get another chance on the power play at the next whistle. As it's going to be Hazelton drawing back a saucer pass over for number 8. That's going to be Austin. As we get a stoppage here with 14:33 left to go. Again, Missouri now making their way on the power play for just the second time this first period.
Yeah, KU, you don't want to give up 2 penalties early on, and it did happen a while ago, it seems like, but the first penalty kill was a great kill. We actually got 2 shots on that power play, on that shorthanded attempt. So that was good to see, as it was trying for a tip and pass from the net. But we're going to have to play defense again, get on our back skates, and kill off another power play. Want a chance in this game.
So the Tigers have it right off the faceoff. A shot up front, kicked away, just grazed right through the crease. And the Jayhawks able to clear it down.
It really seems Gray's on his stuff today with all his pad saves.
So it's going to be Hazelton walking it up for the Tigers. He's going to cut to the left side. He'll reach to the hash marks before he stops, tries a cross-ice pass, got deflected up front, and they score.
Yeah, that was just a quick development. And that was just a quick developing play right there. You know, it went behind Landry Gray, behind his net. It was a quick pass right in front of the crease. No one was covering him, so it was an easy tap-in goal on the right side of Gray. And there's not much Gray can do about that. He's been able to be strong in net so far in the first 6 minutes, but there's a 5-on-4 goal for Mizzou. They take the early 1-0 lead with 14 minutes left in the first period.
Yeah, just looking at the replay, there's not a lot that Gray can do with that. Just as there was a Tiger right on the doorstep, and it looks like it's Martin who makes it 1-0 for the Tigers.
Missouri Tigers power play goal scored by number 21, Rick Martin.
As there's a save made there by Gray for another whistle. So the Tigers really showing why they're the Matcha Conference champions right now.
I agree. They're keeping the pressure on. We're back skating the whole entire first period. Seems like just trying to chip it out of the zone, just get back and neutralize the whole time.
Is this going to be sent back around? The Jayhawks from the faceoff this time as they try to get it out of the zone. As it's held in there by Martin. Martin shooting and a save made by Gray. Off the rebound, still loose up front, and the Tigers score again.
Now again, that was just another quick development play that Landry can't do much about. You know, looking at the replay, it was just really quick. A wrist shot that Landry wasn't able to get the rebound, and there it is, just running for number 5 as he puts it in right there.
Yeah, so Morris off the assist from Martin as Kansas is down early in this one, 2-0. 13:37 left to go. As it's going to be gloved down by Kansas. Pendleton trying to skate it in, and it looks like they're called for a hand pass here.
Yeah, that was definitely a close one. It could have been called either way, but they're going to say he had forward motion on the pass when he tried to hit the puck down. So this is going to be a face-off on dot into the zone. So, you know, it's going to be very important for the Jacks to see how we can bounce back from this and not have it become like the first series we played against Mizzou earlier in the year. We need to be able to come back and fight, being down 2-0.
So it's going to be Pendleton who dumps it in for the Jayhawks. As this going to be wrapped around the net there. As this going to be Caston getting it out. Cross-ice pass up over to Walker. As it's poked out of the zone, having to regroup, here is the Tigers. As they're going to dump it in here. As it's going to be a nice hit there. As the Jayhawks able to get out of the zone, a no-look pass there by Pendleton, almost connected. It's going to be poked away by Schubert. Then the Tigers able to get it right back. Now Fontanetta gets it over to Hannigan. Hannigan completes a pass, and it looks like he got it over to Medina. Medina dodging a hit there. He's going to dump it into the corner. Racing after it there is Brandon Fontanetta. In the corner. Carrier got it over to Walker, who got a cross-ice pass. Tigers get it out, but it's going to be poked away there by Carney. Right over to Feeney. Feeney couldn't quite get full control of it, so the Tigers have it again, and Feeney will have possession. Up over to Paul Carney. Carney, the headman pass, unable to connect there, as it's going to be to the corner. Carney throws it on net, kicked away there by Richardson. Battling for it was Jonah Kim. Kim, one of the Lawrence natives on this Jayhawk squad, as it's going to be carried up there by Zimmer. Zimmer poked off the puck there. And it looks like Tigers have to regroup here in their own zone. A headman pass. Ends up going back over to Hazelton. Hazelton able to dump it in. Thrown to the corner. This is going to be wrapped around. Hazelton cranks one from the point. Looks like it might have been tipped up front, sent to the corner. As it'll wrap around the boards once more. Battle along the boards. The Jayhawks finally get it out, as it's going to be picked back up there by Morris. Morris tried a headman pass, but it goes right to the tape of Paul Carney. Carney able to advance it up and get it to Friedhoff, but it's going to be back over to Hazelton. Hazelton's cross-ice pass poked away by Duso, but the Tigers get it right back. A nice toe drag move poked away there. It was Spolek trying to make that play. Is this going to be dumped in? Poked away by Gray. Back over to Johnson, back behind the net. He gets sat down. And that'll bring the Missouri crowd to their feet. Is this going to be back in the corner again? Spolek hit off the puck as the Jayhawks really struggling to get it out. About 10.5 left to go. 2-0 still our score. A big hit in the corner as the Jayhawks will ice it.
Yeah, and early on, you're going to see a lot of physical play, especially in a high-emotion game like this. And, you know, sometimes that could be our best friend playing a very physical game. Will Wetumpka is out. That is usually our main catalyst in that category. So we're going to have to find that energy from somewhere else in this team. And, you know, so far in the first 10 minutes, Gabe, it just looks like we're just trying to play all defense. It looks like we're just trying to, every time, just get it out of our zone, chip it down. So we need to really create offensive chances if we want a chance to get back in this game.
So 10:26 left to go. The faceoff was won by Missouri, but it goes a little far back, so they'll have to chase after it. Kansas did use that as an opportunity to get a line change going. As it's going to be sent out of the zone, up over to Austin. Austin poked off the puck there by Feeney, and then racing to the corner to get it was Schubert. Schubert lost control. The Tigers take it away, try to shot up front, a backhand blocked up front now, and it's going to be skated out by Kansas. Feeney gets sat down right at the blue line. As the Tigers will get possession again, they just have to get back on side. Walking it in was Rudman. His shot blocked up front, that time by Zach Roberts. As it's going to be Spolek in the corner. He'll pass it back behind the net. As it's going to be Kansas. Skating it up past the center ice. Backhanded in by Duso quickly to the tape of number 26. That's going to be Trevor Jones. So Spolek, backhand pass over to Morris as the Jayhawks will now have a chance. As it's going to be Feeney shooting one and a save made by Richardson. This time a stoppage with 9:18 left to go.
You know, it's a good first shot. We just have to try to get anything we can. Just get pucks to the net.
You know, just do a lot better job puck handling. You know, you see as soon as we get it out of our defensive zone, we lose control. And Missouri's been doing really good defensively because anytime Kansas gets the puck in their zone, nothing. So
We'll see if they can keep that going for the whole entirety of this game for 50 minutes more of hockey time. So that'll be interesting to keep your eyes on as this game progresses. This face-off will be in Mizzou's D zone, as again that last shot was just covered up by the goalie. That'll be Tanner Richardson, who was covered up by him to just hit his chest and was more elected to have a face-off. So a little cleaner sheet of ice now with 9:18 left in the first. Face-off coming in defensive zone for Mizzou.
So the face-off won by the Tigers as it's over to Baumstark. As they're able to get it out of the zone, but it goes right to the tape of Hearn. A saucer pass. Got it up over to Friedhoff. Friedhoff got it into the zone, lost control. Baumstark with it again. As it's going to be picked up this time by Morris. Morris walking it in, shooting one, and a save made by Gray.
You know, again, I really agree that, you know, Landry Gray has been on his game today. And as we were talking about after the first two goals, there really isn't anything he could have done in those first two goals. I mean, unless he wants to be Andre Vasilevsky right now making same plays. But, you know, there's nothing he can do besides that. He's been good. He stopped 8 out of 10 shots so far in this first period. And all the shots that he stopped were the shots that he needs to stop. So it's been good so far.
So 8:54 left to go here. Period number one. Missouri with a 2-0 lead as they do have control of the puck. It's Morris dumping it in around the boards. Picked up there in the corner by Johnson. This is a no-look backhand pass intended for, I believe that was Schubert. There's a shot up front, kicked away there. Again, Missouri dominating here. As it looks like Kansas will get a power play now, so a really good chance to get back within one.
Yeah, and you know, this is a huge opportunity for us, being down 2 goals, so we're going to need to be on this power play and get something going.
So 8:18 left to go, 2-0 still our score. The face-off will take place to the right of number 30, Tanner Richardson.
Again, this is going to be very important if we want to try to chip away this lead and get back into this game. 2-minute power play coming up.
So the face-off is won back over to Hazelton. Hazelton quickly dumps it down all the way back. Gray will settle it down as it's going to be picked up here as the Jayhawks will look to go to work. Cross-ice pass connects over to Duso. Duso up on the right wing. Walks it in, shoots, and a save made by Richardson for a whistle.
Hey, but Gabe, that's exactly what we have to do. And Caleb Duso knows that's exactly what we're going to have to do. And, you know, him being the point leader on this team with, you know, 10 goals and 8 assists, like, he knows that he has to take over, especially in a power play, and try to get this lead a little shorter. So it's a good shot early in this power play.
And it looks like the face-off tied up, and it goes right over to the tape of Johnson. Shooting one, blockered away there by Richardson. As it's going to be picked up by Duso off the rebound, back over to Malcolm Johnson. Johnson waits, walks it, fakes it, passes it to Duso. Duso shoots through traffic and Roberts around the boards, gets it over to Adler. Adler up safely to Duso as it just ramps over his stick as the Jayhawks will have to regroup.
You know, not bad first minute, already 3 shots on goal, so can't complain so far. You know, it'd be better if we could get behind the net, but we'll see right here.
As it's going to be Duso walking it in again, poked off the puck, but it's going to be held in there by Roberts, wrapped around the boards. Picked up there by number 20, Cole Morris, dumped all the way back as both teams will use that to get a change. Jayhawks bringing it in once more. Cross-ice pass, this time over to Feeney, around the boards, trying to connect to Fontanetta. Fontanetta lets it go to Lance Medina. As Medina tries to drop it back over to Schubert at the point. He couldn't catch the pass. This is going to be Miles Morris providing the pressure there. Now Morris with it. Cross ice over to Walker. He'll spin around. He'll wrap it around the boards and throw it to the corner. As it's going to be backhanded the other way. Now the Jayhawks skating it out. As it's going to be sent up over to Hearn. Dropping it back over to Schubert to Feeney in the corner. Feeney walks it up to the hash marks as the Tigers are now full strength. As Feeney will try to backhand it to the corner. Turned over, Medina has it now. As Medina tries to lay a hit there on Casiopo, poked away there by Fontanetta. As this could be Medina settling it down over to Hearn, a shot through traffic, kicked away there by Richardson. Feeney trying to throw it on net. Fontanetta wasn't there to tip it in. As it's going to go over to Medina. Medina along the boards, gets hit off the puck there. And that gets a good reaction there from the Tiger faithful. Picked up Walker through center ice. He'll throw it to the corner. Walker with it again, poked off the puck. Fontanetta tries to backhand it up and out. And there's going to be a nice play there by Strahan, who tried to get it up over to Pendleton. As it goes a little far back, Jones will saucer it up. Jayhawks having to get back on side, so it'll be dumped in there. Tigers picking it back up from back behind their own net as it's going to be through center ice up over to Zimmer. Zimmer on the right wing, trying to pass it to the slot, broken up there as it's going to be Carney sending it around the other way. Up over to Strahan. Strahan tries to send it out of the zone. It's just going to be knocked down. Kansas able to get it out, but Missouri getting possession back right away. Carrier, cross-ice pass. Goes right back to his tape. Now Carrier again. As it finds its way up over to Chubb. So a lot of back and forth here. As it's going to be Johnson, a saucer pass, intending it for Kim, but it'll be back the other way. As it'll be skated in by Fantoni. Fantoni rips one, missing the net there. It'll ride the boards over as the Jayhawks able to hold the line there as Malcolm Johnson had a piece of it, but it's going to be poked away there by Zimmer. Moving in, shooting. There. Cross ice across and a save made by Gray, keeping it 2-0.
That was a great save by Landry Gray. That was a good pass right in front of him, and he was able to see and stop with his glove as we see the replay right here. Deep. He was just able to make a good save right there. As we've been talking about all game, Landry Gray has been on it today. Those 2 goals, there's nothing much he could do about it. You know, in the power play earlier, it wasn't a bad power play. We have 4 shots on goal, so you can't really complain. Of course, we'd like to have a goal, but still a good first power play for us. So we need to keep that offensive zone going. We have to keep that pressure going. We can't just backskate the whole entire game. So be interesting to see how we close out this first period.
So the Jayhawks still with it, blocked up front, both shots. As the Jayhawks poke it back in. Hazelton able to clear it out of the zone. Is this going to be back behind their own net? The Jayhawks trying to get it out. A big hit there, and it looked like Spolek was one of the ones involved for Missouri. So as the Jayhawks have to get back on side, that allows Missouri to get it out of the zone with ease. As this is going to be Cole Morris on the right side around the boards. Right to the tape of Malcolm Johnson, who's going to send it back to the other corner. Double team there in the corner. As that gets another good reaction from the Tiger fans here in attendance. As it looks like an icing here. 3:17 left to go. 2-0 still our score.
Yeah, no, it was close to not being an icing. Caleb Dusso tried to hit it out of there, but he just missed it, so that was another icing. But we've been seeing a lot of open ice hits so far and a lot of hits by the board. So it'll be interesting, like I said earlier, to see if that can keep going for the whole game. And key really is to skate with our heads up if we're trying to, you know, reverse hit or just not be on the ice the whole time.
So a shot through traffic, tipped up front, right to the glove of Landry Gray. So just about 6 or 7 seconds later, we get another stoppage.
Another great save by Landry Gay. You know, those aren't easy to stop when they're being tipped like that, coming in high. You have to be able to adjust and, you know, kind of predict where the puck is going to go. So Landry Gray is playing great right now. You know, he is, I'm pretty sure, 10 saves on 12 shots.
So a shot right there from the point by Jones as it was blocked up front, and a one-hand pass attempt intended for Feeney. Couldn't connect there as the Tigers will get it right back. Their pass. Had a little bit of trouble, but either way, they'll be able to walk it right in as it's going to be over to Caston. Drop back over to Jones. Through the deep slot, shot through traffic, kicked wide, off the rebound, and they score, making it 3-0.
Yeah, and that just looked like another goal coming off of a rebound off the board. It looked like right in this replay we can see the shot. Coming from the point, it was passed over to the front, up top from the blue line. Sends in just a wrister that goes off the board, and it's on a tee perfectly for him to just tap it in right there. You know, Landry Gray can't predict that that's going to perfectly bounce off the board like that. So another tough one for the Jayhawks as we're down 3-0 right now in the first period.
So it's Juan back over to Roberts. Roberts lost control of the puck there. As it's going to be sent back over, or it'll be picked up by Schubert. Now Schubert across the blue line. He's going to dump it into the corner, wrapped around the other way, and it's going to be Jonah Kim on it for the Jayhawks. Kim poked off the puck as it was number 21, able to get it away, but Fantoni forces it back in along the boards. It's going to be thrown back to the corner, racing after it there, and it looks like Barker in it now. Is this going to be poked back the other way? A nice hit there. Gets the puck over to Jonah Kim. Kim tried to backhand it to the corner. Couldn't quite get there. Holding the line with Schubert. Schubert tried to get it over to Fantoni. As it'll out. And
wow, I thought that was going to be icing, but they waved it off. Wow, I'm not
that's
sure
what I
I
was
agree with that.
I saw the hand of Gray go up, but nothing from the linesman, so play will continue. As it's going to be passed over to Adler, walking in, shooting one off the stick there of Richardson.
Another great chance right there for Alex Adler.
Alex Adler, the lone senior on this team. It'll be his last game as a Jayhawk. As it's going to be Carrier. Try to drop pass. It's going to be covered up there by Gray, and here comes the physicality here early on.
You expect this in a Mizzou KU game. Yeah, but as you were saying, Alex Adler, the lone captain, so, you know, or the lone senior, so, you know, every player is emotional right now in a showdown like this, but ever so for him, as this will be his last game as a Jayhawk, as you said. But, yeah, going back to that, just getting physical, getting rough, and that's what you expect in a rivalry.
As we do apologize for the technical difficulties. I'm fixing that right now as we speak.
Yeah, so like we were saying, there's a minute left in this first period. Right now the shots on goal are 13-7 favoring Mizzou. As I get sent to neutral ice where the Jayhawks will play it. And, you know, again, we're just kind of chipping it in, just trying to get there. As the number, it's Will Johnson, or Johnson, a quick shot. That's pad saved.
So Zimmer picks it up in the corner. The feed should be back on now. We do apologize about that, as it's going to be sent out to the tape of Kansas, where they try to get a pass over to Jonah Kim. Kim will just chip it into the zone with about 38 seconds left to go here. 3-0 still our score. Missouri in the lead. This is going to be sent out over to Barker. Trying to send it back the other way. Dumped in the zone there to the corner. 23 seconds left to go. Bank pass over to Hazelton. Hazelton trying to get across ice. It'll be thrown in under the goal line for an icing. So 12.5 seconds left to go here.
Yeah, and that's another icing right there. So this is big, you know, having a face-off right in their D zone. And the first period, 12 seconds, you know, that's enough time to win a face-off, get something set up, and get another shot again. It's 13-8 shots favoring Mizzou. We've been active in the shots, but we just haven't been active in the puck control time and the attacking time. So this is a very important face-off to end the first period.
So it looks like the face-off is won by the Tigers. It'll be back over to Hug, who will retreat back behind his own net. And it looked like it was poked off there by Friedhoff. Friedhoff trying to center it. Couldn't quite get it to do so. A shot from the point. And it'll be 3-0 after the first period here inside Cable Dahmer Arena. I'm Gabe Daniel, joined alongside Richie Obaid. We'll step aside here for the intermission break.
Here with Florida team back in this game? Tough first period. How do you build on what you did this first period, and how do you get your team back in the game?
We got to start getting pucks deep, putting a body on them. We need a little momentum back. So once we start putting the body on them, getting pucks deep, getting more shots on net, we'll be right back in this game.
I appreciate it, Caleb. Thank you.
Yep.
Again, Gabe Daniel joined alongside Richie Obey.
Yeah, it's a lot of good vibes here in Cable Dahmer so far. You know, they do a lot of those fan games and intermissions and whatnot. It's very good vibes here between the two bitter rivals, so it's very good to see.
I want to give a special shout out to Mitch Miles and LSF, two really big parts of this hockey club, studying abroad and tuned in tonight. We miss you guys dearly, and Mitch, thanks for tuning in. I know it's probably a inconvenient time for you wherever you're at, but either way, it's going to be the Jayhawks with possession here as the Tigers take it away and dump it back out. Just about 15 seconds into this one, it's going to be skated in. Adler shooting on, blockered away there by Richardson. Passed up front and off the back door. The Jayhawks unable to tap that one in as the Tigers now have a break of their own. It's going to be there by back under the goal line as it's going to be sent away there. As it was Hug, lost control. Schubert trying to get it over to Duso. Duso couldn't quite poke it out. Shot from the point, tipped up front and sent to the corner. Now it's going to be to the Tigers with it now. A really big opportunity there. A great save by Gray and a sloppy start for Kansas as we get a stoppage here. The net did get knocked off.
Yeah, I'm going to be honest. I'm not sure Landry Gray saw that puck take a ricochet bounce going to his right foot. But they tried to tap it. I'm not sure he saw that in first 20. Good first attempt and rush for Kansas offense right there. So, we're hoping that can sustain in this period because that was a good first rush. We got a shot already in the first 25 seconds of this period. So, see if we can keep that going.
So the face-off won by Kansas again. A hit there. Schubert able to spin off and stay on his feet. As we're trying to get the scoreboard fixed here. As it's sent back the other way, the Tigers now with a break. A drop pass there as it's backhanded out over to Jones. Jones, a nice toe drag move. He's going to walk through the slot before it's poked off there by Caleb Duso, the team captain from Waukesha, Wisconsin, trying to get things going for his team, but it's going to be taken away by the Tigers. Spolek in the clear, a backhand shot, he scores.
And that's just something you don't want to see as a Jayhawk fan right there. They caught us in the middle of a shift, in the middle of a change. It was a quick way. Weren't able to keep the puck in their defensive zone. So it was a 2-on-0 with no one even there with this change that just happened. He just beats him backhand, beats Landry Gray. So now this game is 4-0, only a minute and 33 seconds into this second period. So we'll see if the Jayhawks can get any last efforts and fights out of them to try to get this lead 3.
So Spolek just about 18-20 left to go in this one. As it's going to be Spolek with it in the corner. Tries to pass up front. Off the rebound, the Jayhawks able to get it away. So it's going to be Malcolm Johnson trying to pass it up over to Lance Medina. Backhand pass in the slot, poked away there by Blake Hearn. As it's Fontanetta, got it up over to Medina. Medina, he'll dump it in. It'll be around the boards where Jack Dobbs will come out to play it as he's in goal now for the Tigers.
Yeah, and right there's a stoppage right there.
And it looks like a penalty here on Missouri. So a great chance for the Jayhawks to at least work their way back into this one. Again, you're down by 4, power play, great chance to make it a 3-goal game. And that's one of the things you got to do. You can't just look at the deficit. You got to chip away 1 goal at a time.
Yeah, and I'm not sure. I wasn't able to hear, but it looks like it is a 5-minute penalty. That is what they have on the scoreboard right now. This might be a 5-minute major, but I wasn't able to hear. Yeah, on the PA It's major for slashing, so this is a huge opportunity for KU.
So it's going to be sent back the other way, a foot race for the puck. And a nice poke check there by Johnson as he was able to get it out of the zone. So 4.5 minutes. Jay. As it's going to be Dobbs, comes out to play it, leaves it in the corner. As the Tigers with it. As they'll just dump it down again. Gray will come out to play it. He settles it down for Dusso. Back behind his own net. Dusso got it up over to Schubert. Schubert curls around. That's so he uses the boards there. As it's going to be held in by Dusso. Back to the corner, now to the hash marks. Caleb Dusso has it in the deep slot. Dusso shoots through traffic off the glove and unable to poke home the rebound is Blake Hearn. Holding the line was Dusso, pass it to the corner, shot up front to the top. Another whistle with 16:35 left to go.
You know, it's good seeing Blake Hearn out there because I did see on that slash, that 5-minute major, he was actually coming off the ice a little bit slowly, holding his arm. So it's good to see Blake Hearn out there. He's healthy, he's good. You know, can't afford another injury, especially in the last game of the year. We've had a few attempts right now. You know, the best attempts just happened. So, it's a big face-off in Mizzou's D zone.
As the face-off was won by Missouri, they're able to throw it out, and it's going to be a shorthanded break here as it was a diving pass block there by Blake Hearn. Now it's going to be Griffin Barker trying to get a pass over to Fontanetta. Fontanetta wasn't quite ready for it as it'll be sent back in the other way. As the puck finds its way over to Barker. Barker getting shrugged off the puck there as this going to be chipped back in. Now picking it up is Schubert. As this left for Medina. Medina sending it back the other way. Now over to Hearn. Hearn behind his own net. He'll get a pass up over to Lance Medina. Medina across over to Schubert. Schubert on the right wing. He's going to walk it to the corner before wrapping it around, trying to find it over to Fontanetta. As the Tigers able to dump it down again, as they're about halfway through that penalty kill, doing a tremendous job. Now Medina walking it in on the right side. Now under the goal line, Medina walking. Shot, shoot!
Now that's a goal by. As we watch this replay right here, he just took it and said, I'm going to get this puck. I'm going to score myself with a backhand that just beats the goalie right there. And that's 4-1. That's a beautiful goal and a beautiful celly to follow it too. Beats the 5. So again, Lance Medina says, give me the puck and let me handle it. As now it's 4-1 with 15:26 left in the second period. And again, it's still 5-on-4 as that was a major. So we stay on the power play the entire 5 minutes.
So a shot sent wide. Jayhawks holding it in as it's going to be Caleb Dusso. As it's going to be Roberts with it now. Cross to Johnson or Roberts again. Roberts shoots through traffic, tipped up front. Now it's going to be Dusso calling for it from the face-off dot, kick to the corner. So the Jayhawks starting to show a little bit of life here as it's going to be Roberts with it. Now Roberts trying to throw it to the corner. As the Tigers now have it, wrapped around the board. Johnson to the corner. The Tigers trying to clear it back out. Johnson holding it in again. He's going to walk down to the corner before passing it back over to the point. Now shot through traffic, tipped up front, they score!
Now what a goal right there, and the Jayhawk faithful are on their feet. What a goal by Alex Adler. A beautiful pass, beautiful entry pass, and he was able to net it and sell it right with the Jayhawk fans, jumping on the boards. If we watch the replay right here, you'll see it gets sent to the blue line, and it was a great pass. A great pass right there. It looked like by Caleb Dusso to Alex Adler, and he was hyped. The emotions are running high right now. It's 4-2, and we're still on the power play with 1:40 left with the 5-on-4 man advantage.
So the Jayhawks with possession again as it's held in. Now over to Barker. Walks in, shoots up high. Glove down by Dobbs. It was loose in the slot. The Jayhawks still have it in the corner. and unable to connect on a backdoor pass, and the Tigers will finally dump it down. So 2 power play goals, less than a minute apart. The Jayhawks back within 2 now. As it's going to be Fontanetta. He's passing it over, trying to get it up over to Feeney. Now Feeney, he's able to spin off a hit. He gets it over to Hearn. Now Hearn from the corner. Gets it up over to Fontanetta, who left it for Feeney. Now Feeney from the slot shoots, kicked away there by Dobbs to the corner. Fontanetta over to Feeney. Feeney at the hash marks. He gets it over to Hearn at the point. Crossed over to Johnson. Johnson sends it back to Fontanetta in the corner. To Feeney, waits, shoots, blocked up front there by Hazelton. There's a nice hit there. The Jayhawks still with it. Hearn walking it in, a crossover to Johnson, to Fontanetta. Shot up front, it was still loose. Fontanetta able to clear it to Feeney in the other corner. 25 seconds left to go on the power play. 13-15 left to go in the game. A one-time shot to Johnson, kicked up front there, away by Dobbs. And a big hit there by Malcolm Johnson. And that gets the Jayhawk faithful on their feet as it's a breakaway for Spolek. The net comes off. And a stoppage here with 13:04 left to go.
And now you can't tell me, Gabe, that's not getting hotter in here. His emotions are flying, and what a hit by Malcolm Johnson right there. After scoring 2 of those goals in power play, then a crazy hit right there. The Jayhawks are buzzing right now. That was a good save by Landry Gray right there, too. You know, you don't want to get those 2 goals back and give up another one, so it's a great save. Shots are only 1 difference now, 17-16 favoring Mizzou.
So 4-2 our score in favor of Missouri, but Kansas really starting to get momentum after that power play. As you see Malcolm Johnson just really going to work in the corner. He frees the puck up, but he's going to get called for a cross check here, it looks like.
Yeah, that one's a little close. I mean, I think it was just because of how many checks that he gave. The ref put his hands up because I feel like he was giving the same amount, the same area, I would say, the whole entire time, but I think it was just that the amount and that he hit him to the ground is what did it. So, you know, we just had those 2 goals on a power play. Now we're immediately on the power kill after. So 2 minutes, we have to kill this, you know, keep the momentum on our side.
So 12:53 left to go. The Tigers now have a power play of their own. Roberts unable to dump it out of the zone as it's going to be held in there. Spolek over to Jones. Jones trying to find a pass. As it's going to be Hazelton with it. Hazelton, pressured there by Medina, gets a pass over to Jones. Jones right back over to Hazelton. A shot through traffic, kicked away by Gray. Off the rebound, Martin unable to get full control. Medina gets it to Schubert. Cleared, but not out. Now Jones shoots it again, up into the netting and out of play.
You know, and Trevor Jones, what a snag out of the air, I have to say. And, you know, he's on another Mizzou team, but I'll just be honest, that was a snag out of the air that set himself up for a shot right there. You know, so again, another face-off in our D zone. Minute and 31 still left on this power kill for us. So Caleb Dussault's taking the draw, and this is a big face-off.
Now Spolek, he's able to get it back over to Jones. Jones from the deep slot, he'll pass it back over to Spolek. Back to Jones. Now a drop pass over to Hazelton, walking, shooting, kicked away. Save made by Gray and a stoppage here.
Great save right there, Landry Gray. He was able to recognize that he didn't have full possession the first time. There was a rebound, and he jumped on it to get another stoppage. And that killed about 13 seconds, so about a minute and 18 still left in this power play for Mizzou. So just trying to get a kill.
So the face-off won by the Tigers. Backhand pass. They'll try to cycle things around and get an open shot here. Martin trying to find it over to Spolek. Spolek trying to drop it back over to Hazelton, and it's going to trickle out of the zone.
And that's huge as we're able to get a few new fresh legs. Caleb Dussault goes for a change right there as he was on the whole first minute of that power kill.
As it's going to be the Tigers, a drop pass into the slot. Cast and across. Save made by Gray. It's loose up front on the goal line, and they score.
Yeah, and that just looks like, you know, it looks more able to tip it in on that goal line. It was in there a few seconds, it felt like, but it was able to just to tip it in. And so Mizzou scores on the power play. Now 5-2 with the 5. You know, on the replay, you can just see that the puck was just sitting there waiting, and there it was, tipped in 5-2.
So the face-off won by the Tigers. Is this going to be dumped up? Schubert trying to chip it back the other way. As it'll go right to the tape of Roberts off the boards, able to get it out of the zone, so the Tigers have to regroup. As they'll drop it back to the two defensemen. As it's going to be chipped back in. Roberts on it. Roberts using the boards, unable to get it out as it was going to be held in there by Jacob Caston. As it's over to Reed. Reed trying to get it out of the zone. As it's back over to Henry Caston. Now Jacob Caston with it, getting poked off the puck there, goes up into the netting and out of play. So 10:47 left to go. Shots are 21-16 in favor of Missouri as they lead this game 5-2.
You know, saying it's a little demoralizing when you get those 2 goals back, bring it 4-2, and then they score. It kind of sucks a little bit of life out, but that's why we have to bring it back. We have to do something. We have to play aggressive. We have to keep fighting if we want to have any chance in this game. We can't just sit down.
Is this going to be the Tigers walking it in, blocked up front? It's going to be poked away there by Medina. Medina across the Fontanetta, shoots one. Save made by Dobbs. Off the rebound, Medina couldn't quite get there in time. But the Jayhawks will hold it into the zone as it's Fontanetta back over to Roberts. Couldn't quite get full control of the pass. He's able to hold the line. He throws it back in, back over to Fontanetta. Backhand shot by Feeney off the rebound. Fontanetta on the crease and sent out by the Tigers. So some great chances there by the Jayhawks. As there's a poke check there. Shot went over the net as it's going to wrap its way around to the corner for Hearn. He left it for Roberts. Roberts up over to Medina. Medina tried to back in it towards center where it would have been Feeney picking it up for the Jayhawks. Now Roberts, he dumps it in and it looks like it'll be an icing. So a very tired Jayhawk line, unable to get that change.
Yeah, he just wasn't able to get the red line right there when he sent it in. So icing, and you know, as Gabe just said, when you ice it, you're not allowed to make a change. So the 5 tired legs are still on the ice with a face-off in our defensive zone. 9:49 left in the second period. Shots favor Mizzou 21-18 right now, and the score is 5-2 favor Mizzou.
So 9:49 left to go here, period number 2. As it was Johnson dropping it back over to Casiopo. As that shot went high. Now it's going to be wrapped around over to Friedhoff. As the Tigers still hold it in as it's over to Zimmer. Zimmer back behind the net. As it was a weird bounce, it's going to be Fontanetta. No-look backhand pass. As it finds its way over to Casiopo again, blocked away by Gray. Now it's going to be Chubb trying to pick it up. A wraparound shot off the post and under Gray for another whistle as we get a media timeout here.
You know, sometimes they say the goalie's best friend is the pipes, and, you know, that's true right there. Landry Gray gets beat right there on the side, but hits the post, goes right under him perfectly. He just takes a seat, and they have a stoppage. And we're getting a little clean sheet of ice right now as the ice crew is cleaning it up. So, get 9:19 left in the second period.
As we have another fan game. That seems to be one of the themes here tonight.
All right, first one on the board is number 7, Jackson Reed. Is the next player higher or lower than number 7?
And it looks like they're playing a higher lower game where they have to guess if the player's number is going to be higher than the one before. And the first person that they were having a guess after Jackson Reed, who used to be up here in the broadcast booth with us, and now he skates out there with the team. So it's a nice story. It'll be an even better one if he manages to get a goal here tonight.
Yeah, no, very interesting. And, you know, as we were talking about, too, with Alex Adler being his last game, and, you know, it's got to feel good to get a goal. Even though you are down, it's still, you know, your last game. So it must feel good for him to get that goal.
Absolutely. And just another little storyline. Number 5, Jonah Kim, is a Lawrence native, and then number 30, Tanner Richardson for the Missouri Tigers, is a Columbia native. So, you know, those are 2 players that have to be a little bit more invested into this game, probably more than some of their teammates, just because they grew up with
in the rivalry.
Yeah, absolutely.
No, exactly. You know, as Alex Adler, again, keep mentioning his name, last game, might as well. He'll be taking this face off this draw right now in his own defensive zone. Again, 9:19 left in the second period.
Adler won the face-off over to Hearn. Hearn will wrap it around, intending it for Friedhoff. He was able to chip it up at least a little bit. But either way, the Tigers will take possession here, as this can be picked up there by Baumstark. Back to the taper Hearn. Hearn's headman pass intercepted there by Rudman. As this can be thrown into the corner. Hearn tried to poke check there, lost his stick as Spolek was able to keep it in as Carney dumped it out. So it's going to be picked back up over by Jones. From behind their own net, the Tigers will cross center ice before poked off by Caleb Dusso. As it's going to be Adler taking it away. Adler circling around. He got it over to Dusso. Dusso waiting to Friedhoff on the doorstep. Unable to put it home, and it looks like it's Fantoni who was just right there.
That was a great setup play right there by Alex Adler and Caleb Dusso, just not able to get it past the goalie right there.
So the Tigers skating it in. Cross ice pass, Spolek to Rudman. Shot kicked away by Gray. Held in there by Jones. Jones cross ice. Through the skate of number 20, Cole Morris. So the Tigers with it on the doorstep there. A shot save made off the rebound, and they score.
Yeah, and it looks like no one actually knew where the puck was. And after the goal, there's a little bit of extracurriculars. Griffin Barker got shoved right there as they were celebrating, and that might lead to even more. But on this replay, you see the shot coming right there. No one knew where the rebound is. No one. And it's just laying on the ice right there. That would be number 17. He's able to just put that in right there. Eli Baumstark, and makes this game a 6-2 favoring Mizzou with 7:51 left in the second period.
So again, 7:50 left to go here, period number 2. 6-2 the score in favor of Missouri. This is going to be Jonah Kim with it. Kim still with control as he's really struggling to get it out of the zone, as the Tigers still holding it in.
His right there stick went about 20 feet in the air right there.
As it's going to be Miles Morris with it. He'll wait at the hash marks. Tries a shot tipped up front off the backhand. The rebound no good. Is this going to be Morris now? At the blue line. Pass across, shot sent wide. But the Tigers will hold it in. As it was poked out of the zone, the refs will still say that it's onside. A shot right up front sent wide. As it's going to be to the tape of Malcolm Johnson now, as he lofts that one up in the air. Got it out of the zone. The Tigers able to dump it right back in. So Johnson with it. He tries to get the headman pass up over to Fantoni. That finishes the clear and allows the Jayhawks to get a much needed line change, as it was headman pass up the trainer this time. Tipped into the zone. That gets a change going for the Tigers, as it's over to Feeney. Feeney, a pass over to Medina. Medina through center ice. He's going to cut to the left. Poked off the puck there, as it's going to be up on the left wing for the Tigers. Caston trying to dump it in. Took a weird bounce off the boards. Now off the skate of a Jayhawk, and it's back the other way. As the Tigers skated in on the right side. Around the net, Carrier with it. To the deep slot, shot through traffic, and they score.
Yeah, and that looked like it was tipped up front right there. So it looks like we're playing like we did in the first period, on our heels in the defensive zone. We started off hot. We really did in the second period. Started off playing up, playing fast, playing, in the offensive zone. You can see right there Caleb Dusso talking to Landry Gray, just trying to settle him down a little, telling him, we have your back. We can still make a comeback. I mean, we saw it in St. Louis when they made an insane comeback. So we'll see what happens.
And a wraparound shot attempt there, sent away by Roberts. So 7-2 our score, 5:40 left to go here, period number 2.
Trevor Hug. And number 57,
Is this going to be picked up there by Adler, sending it up over to Friedhoff. And it looks like it'll go the length for an icing.
Yeah, we were not able to get that puck first, so it'll be an icing. Coming all the way back in our defensive zone. 5:27 left in the second period. Again, shots favor Mizzou 25-19. We've been stuck at 19 for a bit in a while now, so need to get some offense before we go into this intermission. Just try to get anything. As now Mizzou scored 3 unanswered in the second period.
So it's going to be face-off one over to Johnson as the Tigers have it. And the pass intercepted there, and it looked like it was Hearn. He gets it over to Adler. Adler around the boards, trying to find it over to Friedhoff. Friedhoff able to chip it up. Almost getting knocked into the Missouri bench there. Is this going to be a saucer pass? Turned over to the Tigers. Is they're going to walk it in through center. Try to shot up front. Blocked. Is this going to be a headman pass? And it's going to be Adler on a breakaway, and he's going to be called for a hand pass.
I don't know if I agree with that one, Gabe. That was too close. I don't know. That's the second time that it's happened this game. It looks like if it touches your hand, they're not going to let you do anything with it. That one was very, very close, and they take away a 1-on-0 breakaway from Alex Adler. I mean, don't they know it's his last game? They got to give it to him. But, no dice on that. So face-off in our defensive zone. 4:51 left in the second period. Jackson Reed is taking the face-off.
So the face-off won by the Jayhawks over to Duso, who got it off the boards, up over to Hannigan. As the Tigers take it back, they're going to skate it in on the right wing before he's pressured off the puck there. And it looked like it was Schubert applying the pressure there as Zimmer in the corner with it. Zimmer able to avoid both Schubert and Reed before getting a pass to the slot there as it was sent out by the Jayhawks. Or rather held in by Missouri before Johnson's able to play it off the glass. Is this going to be sent up over to Duso? Duso waiting, a nice toe drag, lost control there. He was able to get it over to Johnson. Johnson tries to rip one, blocked up front, and the Tigers will skate it out again. They'll dump it in, but it goes right to the tape of Fantoni, and it looks like a stoppage here, a penalty to be called.
I don't agree with that call at all. I saw it the whole way, hit him on the boards. I thought that was clean. He didn't even hit him that hard, if that's what they're calling.
And it looked like he signaled a high stick here.
Okay, I mean, I might have saw something differently, but I did not see that at all. It'd be interesting if there was a replay for that, if we could see that, because I just didn't see that at all. But, it doesn't matter what you and me see, Gabe, as we're going on the penalty kill right now for 2 minutes with 3:54 left in the second period. So we're going to try to make a comeback or anything. We have to definitely kill this.
So the face-off won back over to Casiopo. Over to Rudman, back to Casiopo. To Rudman, shot blocked up front there by Hearn. Out of the corner, Rudman. Casiopo once more. Cross-ice pass, unable to connect on the back door as it's over to Barker, and he's able to clear it down.
Good first clear, the minute 30 left in this in the power play right here.
So the Tigers carrying it in on the right side. Trying to toe drag move, trying to go to the backhand. Sent away. As this can be Caston. Getting it up over to Rudman. Rudman, cross ice, intending to get it for Baumstark. Finds it to Rudman. Out of the deep slot. Fans on the shot there. That was Casiopo.
And he's going to hear from the KU fans.
Now it's going to be a headman pass up over to Adler. Adler, nice move, trying to go to the backhand. Pressured off the puck there.
As Alex Heller was taken down right there, no call though. So still in the penalty kill, 40 seconds left in it.
Is this going to be Roberts clearing it down once more?
Great clear again, 30 seconds left. It's been a good penalty kill. We got a shot on it. Thanks to a nice little whiff play by Mizzou right there, but 25 seconds might be their last rush.
Now a nice shot there, kicked away by Gray. He gets knocked down. And the net comes off in the midst of that, so that'll be the stoppage here.
Yeah, and he just got pushed right into the net right there. The Mizzou shot a quick little wrister and then decided, all right, let's just push KU right into the goal. So that's what happens. We have a stoppage right here with 20 seconds left. This faceoff comes outside of our zone, so that's huge with 20 seconds left in this penalty kill.
So a face-off win by the Jayhawks here as they're able to dump it down once more. About 13 seconds left on the penalty assessed to do so. 7-2 the score here with about 2 minutes left to go here in the game. As the Tigers pick it up, they're going to do a cross-ice pass over to the right side of the ice. Nice toe drag. He's able to chip it in. Is this going to be a headman pass up over to Duso? As it has a little too much mustard on the back door up front over to Barker, and a big save by Dobbs. Now the Tigers have a break of their own. Is this going to be Spolek? Shooting one, kicked away there by Gray. Is this going to be Johnson with it? Trying to get it up over to Barker. So a shot blocked up front. Able to get it away there. As the Tigers pass it back under the goal line to Spolek. About 1:18 left to go. Spolek curling around. Saucer pass over to Hug. Hug on the goal line, tries a pass. That's going to be intercepted there by Johnson. He's going to flutter that one up into the air as Carrier's going to knock it down.
You know, I feel like they need to call that hand pass. I mean, if they called that earlier with the Alex Aller breakaway, I feel like that was a clear hand pass right there.
So just about under a minute left to go here. The Jayhawks unable to get it out of the zone there. Is this going to be Carrier holding it in? Is this going to be Spolek with it? Spolek on the left side. He's going to head down towards the corner for a cross-ice pass over to Caston. Back to Spolek. Spolek looking. Cross-ice over to Hug. His shot blocked up front. Right to Gray off the rebound, and they score.
Been the tail of the tape, the rebounds. It's really been what's been going on as we see in this replay. Shot from the left of Landry Gray, comes out front, almost gets a glove, but isn't able to. Rebound sitting right there for Henry Caston as he puts it in, makes this game 8-2 with 29.3 seconds left in the second period. So again, rebounds. I said it in the pregame, that's going to be one of the main things, and it has been one of the main things. You have to be able to control the rebound and get bodies there, but so far unlucky so far.
So a late goal makes it 8-2. Just about 27 seconds left to go here into this one. As it's going to be Adler trying to poke it over to Duso. Now it's going to be the Tigers skating it in. Trying to shot kicked away there by Gray. And off the rebound, Schubert stopped it from becoming 9-2.
Time of the goal, 1930. Caston from Martin at 1930 for Missouri Tigers goal.
As it's going to be passed over to Schubert. Schubert gets it up over to Friedhoff, and that'll do it for period number 2. It's going to be 8-2 Missouri after 40 minutes of play. We'll be back in about 18 minutes for the third and final period of the season for the Jayhawks. Back inside Cable Dahmer Arena, I'm Gabe Daniel alongside Richie Obey. It's not the most ideal night for Kansas. They showed a little bit of flash of being in the game during that power play, but then Missouri quickly took it back away. Richie, what does Kansas have to do differently?
It's got to be rebounds. I said in the pregame, I said throughout the game, it's rebounds, Gabe. Landry Gray is there the first attempt. He's been stopping that first shot, but then the rebound will squeak out left, right, center, and they just put it in. That's why it's 8-2. Like you said, we had a major. We brought this game to 4-2, and then they scored 4 unanswered. So I really think rebounds is what's going on, and we have to shoot the puck if we want to make a comeback.
Yeah, again, Missouri about to come back onto the ice, leading this one 8-2. There's about a minute left of intermission. As I was looking over at the clock here. So 20 more minutes. You think Kansas gets back into this one at all, or is it all but over?
Last game of the year, you never know. They know this is the last period of the season. They're going to be playing hot. So, I mean, only thing we can do is find out.
So back and lined up for the final 20. 8-2 Missouri leads. Kansas just looking to make this one a little bit more bearable. As Missouri wins the faceoff right away, they're going to cut towards center, taking a shot there. It's going to be turned aside.
To begin the third period, goal for the Missouri Tigers, number 31, Michael Christopher.
So Michael Christopher now in goal for the Tigers, playing one goalie each, trying to keep them ready for their national tournament run. Again, Missouri came into this game winning 10 straight. There's a shot up front, kicked away there by Gray.
Good first save right there by Landry Gray to start the third period.
As Adler tried to kick it across to get it out of the zone. Jayhawks get it up over to Adler. Adler dropping it back. It's going to be sent out by the Jayhawks. They'll chip it into the zone and get a change going. It was Zach Schubert who dumped it in. Is this going to be back behind the goal line? Or it's going to be Carrier with it. Carrier trying to get it to the backhand. Now Medina up front. Backhand shot kicked away there by Christopher. Now Feeney around to the other corner. Is this going to be sent the other way? Now it's going to be picked up by number 8. That's going to be Austin on the left wing, waiting, shooting, and a shot, and he scores.
A quick goal to start the third period from Mizzou. Make it 92. As you watch this replay, he just kept it the whole entire way. That'd be Austin, Nathan Austin, number 8. He kept it, and he shot it, and he scored it. Now it's 9-2 with 18:48 left in this third period. You know, as a Jayhawk fan, all you got to do is just keep watching, keep supporting until you can do. As again, shots favored 33-23 in the favor of Mizzou.
Nathan Austin.
This is going to be picked up there by Morris. Back over to Feeney. Wrapping it around, getting it over to Hazelton. Hazelton off the boards. So it'll go all the way back down where Gray will play it aside. This is going to be picked up there by Johnson. This is going to be shot blocked up front there. The Jayhawks struggling to get it out. This is going to be walked up by Johnson off the boards up over to Feeney. Feeney shoots it, going up high. Looks like Christopher might have gotten a piece of that one.
I think he did, Gabe. I think he did.
This is going to be skated in by Hazelton, poked out of the zone by Fontanetta. Sent back the other way. So it's going to be a battle in front of the boards here. Tigers with it. So it's going to be Nick Spolek with it. He's able to skate it out of the zone. This is going to be sent over to Morris. Now over to Trainer. As there was a pass blocked up front. Now Trainer in the corner. This is Jayhawks struggling to get it out. The Tigers still have it. As it's going to be over to Martin. Martin in the corner, pass up front, and they score to make it 10-2.
That's another goal right there for Mizzou, as again, it's just right there on a tee for Miles Morris, and if I'm not mistaken, that is a hat trick, as a few hats have been thrown on the ice for him. But yeah, so it is 10-2 now, 17-10 left in this third period, and things are looking eerie as how similar it was when we first played Mizzou earlier in the year, as those games ended with this similar score. So it'll be interesting if Jayhawks can get a few more goals.
Is this going to be sent into the zone? It's going to be number 4 with a shot kicked away there by Gray. The Jayhawks unable to clear it out as it's going to be held in there by Jones. Is this going to be Hannigan getting it out of the zone now back over to Casiopo? Is this going to be Strahan picking it back up? Is this going to be Casiopo again, leaving it for Jones? Headman pass, is this going to be chipped in? It looks like in the corner, battling, trying to get it, is going to be Hearn. As it's sent up over to Strahan, couldn't quite catch the pass there. Is Casiopo with it, poked off there by Reed. Reed will backhand it in, as it's going to be Johnson with it. Now it's going to be passed over to Zimmer. Taken away there by Friedhoff, as that's going to be wrapped around the boards. Over to Casiopo. Casiopo try to wrap it around the boards. Adler trying to throw it on net as it's going to go back behind there. Weird bounce. And it'll be back to the possession of Jones. Jones able to get it out. He's found it over to Zimmer. Zimmer lost control as Schubert took it back away. Connects to Adler. Adler tried a backhand pass, but that's going to flutter out of the zone. It's going to be picked up there by Walker. Trying to make a move around Johnson, and it'll go right to Landry Gray, and another stoppage here.
Is Landry Gray. You know, I've been saying every time on the call, it's important for goalies to manage and control the time and the game. So, you know, good cover by Landry Gray. He notices that his team is playing on their heels. They need a face-off. They need a break. So that's exactly what he does. Again, 15:33 left in this third period. Enough time for us to get, you know, a little bit more confidence going into next year and whatnot. End the year on the right note.
So it's going to be Feeney for the Jayhawks. He dumps it into the corner, racing after it was Fontanetti. Tried to put it on net, and jumping to the side of the post there was Christopher.
Good attempt right there. A save again from Michael Christopher. Again, he's from the West Coast, Los Angeles, California. So a little weird for him to be over here in Missouri, but nice save right there with 15:21 left in his third.
So it's going to be Carrier trying to wrap it around the boards there. He's able to get it out as it's going to be picked up there by Walker. Walker getting it up over to Caston. As it's thrown into the zone, it'll wrap around over to Feeney. Feeney got it to Fontanetta. Fontanetta backhands it out of the zone right to the tape for the Tigers. This is going to be Jacob Caston picking it up. Backhands it over to Henry Caston. As he tries a shot up front on the doorstep. Puck is still loose, and it looks like Gray will get his glove on top of that. And here we go. A lot happening here, and it looks like in a headlock it's going to be Lance Medina from Henry Caston. He's trying to fight himself loose. He's going to get a hand there. As could see definitely a lot more of this given the scores where it's at here in the latter half of the game.
Nothing like Mizzou versus KU. There's nothing like it. I'll be the first one to say it. As things are getting chippy in this end of the game, so you know, I'd be lying if I said I don't expect more of that in this final 14 minutes, you know. Even though the score is 10-2, KU is definitely frustrated, and Mizzou is a little bit, you know, maybe cocky, maybe whatnot. So if you watch a replay here, is what got it all started. Is, you know, that was just hockey, honestly.
So Caston and Medina will head to the box.
Yeah, it looks like, you know, Mizzou just got taken down. They didn't like it. Number 19 right there, Charlie Walker, got taken down. It was clean, but Mizzou wanted to be there for Charlie, and they started that little scuffle. As one player for Mizzou and one player from KU, I'm pretty sure, in the box right now. So actually, it looks like it might just be KU. Yeah, we are on the penalty kill now.
So it looks like there's an additional penalty there, as there's a number 8 on the scoreboard here. So Austin Strahan serving a penalty.
Kansas Jayhawks penalty number 9, Lance Medina, 4 minutes for roughing. Penalty served by number 8, Austin Strahan.
And there it was. So Lance Medina gets a double minor. So Austin Strahan serving some of that for him.
All roughing calls right there.
Kansas Medina, 4 minutes for roughing, served by number 8, Strahan.
Now the puck's going to be taken away there by Dusso. Dusso has it along the boards. So he's getting pressured there. 10-2 the score. As it's going to be sent back out of the zone over to Roberts. Roberts tried a headman pass there, but the Tigers take it away as it's Spolek moving in, tried a shot up front, turned aside there. As it's going to be Casiopo from the point. The deep slot shot up high and played to the corner. This is going to be wrapped around the other way. Picked up there by Carney, and he's going to collide there with 2 Tigers as Casiopo has it. He's going to send it to the corner. It looks like it was Spolek backhanding it up back over to Casiopo. His cross-ice pass was supposed to connect with Baumstark, and he'll have to retreat back a little bit. That goes up high into the bench and for a stoppage.
Good to see Paul Carney still skating. It looked like it was just a nasty little takedown right there. It was nothing dirty or anything that we saw. It was just he lost his footing, and he happened to go in between 2 Mizzou players. So, you know, good to see that he's up and good. No injuries now. You don't want that in the last period of the last game of the season. You just don't want that. So, faceoff is coming right outside of the Mizzou D zone. 13:25 left in this third period.
So 10-2 the score. Missouri in the lead. As it's going to be Jones trying to pass. Connects there with Jacob Caston. He lost control in the corner as it's going to be wrapped around. As it's going to be in the corner now. The Tigers still with it, cycling it around. Casiopo with it. He's poked off the puck. That'll go back towards the neutral zone. Casiopo, a backhand pass over to Morris.
Kansas is back to full strength.
So the Jayhawks back to full strength, and a headman pass that could have gone right to the tape of Strahan if he wasn't going for the change.
Yes. Yeah, Strahan right there was committed to the change. And anyway, Connell told him, once you get out of the box, get straight to the bench. That's what he did. Maybe if he was looking down or to the side, he would have saw the puck coming right for him, but that's not what happened. So an icing. Faceoff comes all the way back into our defensive zone with 12:40 left in this third. That was a good kill, though. That was a good kill for KU. It's back onto 5-on-5 hockey. Shots right now are favoring Mizzou, 37-23.
So again, 10-2 the score. It looks like the faceoff won by Missouri, but goes right to the tape of Kansas as it was a headman pass, and it was going to go right over to Jonah Kim. Instead, it goes a little too far, and it's going to be picked up there by Carrier. Carrier gets it out of the zone. There's 3 Jayhawks down on the ice. And offsides by a mile there, and a shot by Johnson. Looked a little late, and he knows that was on him, so.
Yeah, it looks like Michael Christopher was ready for something for that to happen. He looked a little mad after that, as what we're referring to as a shot after the offside call. Usually that doesn't stand well in any hockey game, but you know, he admitted that's his fault. He didn't know the offside was going to be called like that.
So the Jayhawks dump it in right off the faceoff. About 12-12 left to go here in the game. Missouri leading 10-2. As the Tigers able to get it out of the zone, it's going to be Zimmer on the right wing with it. Zimmer towards the goal line. He got poked off the puck there. As the Jayhawks now have possession back behind their own net. A headman pass intended for Duso, and it'll go the length for an icing. So we get another stoppage here, this time with 11:52 left to go.
Yeah, the third period was moving pretty fast and swiftly, and then just in those last few minutes, a lot of stoppages. The roughing calls, a few icings. So, again, as Gabe was saying, 11:52 left in this third period. 11:52 left in the Jayhawks season for 2022-2023.
So the face-off is won by Kansas. Over to Feeney. Feeney unable to get it out. Held in there by Cole Morris. As it's going to be Johnson with it. Off the boards, connects it with Duso. Duso, cross ice, connects with Feeney. Feeney shoots one, kicked away there by Christopher. As it's going to be Duso with it. Duso in the corner, trying to backhand it up towards the point. This is going to be forced back in. Back to Duso. Duso walking in, trying to pass to the slot. Missouri got a stick on it. So it's another shot from the point, this time by Roberts, unable to find the net. Held in by Johnson. Over to Feeney. Feeney wrapping it around the boards. No Jayhawk there. This is going to be sent up by Rudman. Rudman got it out. He's going to connect with Austin. Austin passed across to Hazelton up front, and they score. So it was Danny Rudman making it 11-2, and that one just adding salt to the wound in what's been nothing but Missouri all night.
Yeah, you could say it again, Gabe. That was just a good pass shot right there. It was 3-on-1. It became basically 3-on-0 after the sliding attempt right there by Austin Strahan. So that was just an easy goal, 11-2 with 11:01 left in this third period.
So it's going to be dumped in there, picked up by number 7. That's going to be Trainer. He was able to get it into the zone. The Jayhawks quickly poke it back out. This is going to be Casiopo with it again. This is going to be over to Jones. Jones on the right side. He'll walk it in. Moving in now, Jones. Pass to the slot, off the rebound, and he'll join the scoring party.
Yeah, and it's an absolute shooting gallery right now for Mizzou. They have 41 shots on goal, so they're just piling on right now. And you know, for those people out there, you know, sportsmanship and all those type of things, when you're playing in a rivalry like this, a border showdown, sportsmanship is not there. So Mizzou will continue to try to keep scoring in this game. I'll tell you that right now. 12-2 with 10:29 left in the third period, almost hitting the halfway mark. And again, this is the last 10:29 of the Jayhawk season. As Gabe was mentioning earlier, Mizzou will be continuing play as they have a chance at nationals. So.
And that brings us to, it looks like a brief media timeout.
As Mizzou fans are having fun right now at the rink, I'll tell you that right now. The bench is having fun, they're dancing too. And you just hate to see that as a Jayhawk. You know, that's gotta get the guys fired up a little. You know, they're playing for respect at this point now. You don't want a team dancing on you in their bench. So it'll be interesting to see if there's any physicality even more going into this last 10 minutes. As the faceoff is coming at center ice. 12-2, 10:29 left in this third period.
So the face-off won by Kansas. Is this going to be dropped back? Hearn trying to get it out of the zone, but the Tigers just the foot still on the gas here. As Casiopo tries to dump it back further, gets it out of the zone for the Jayhawks. This is going to be Friedhoff with it. Friedhoff trying to get it across over to do so, knocked out of the air there by Jones. Back over to the possession of Cade Friedhoff, but the Tigers take it right back. This time it's going to be passed over to Miles Morris. He's going to drop it back. It's going to be taken away by Adler, who got it over to Friedhoff. Friedhoff across over to Duso, a saucer pass here. Intending it for Adler. Adler almost picked it up, but it's going to go to Casiopo instead, who leads the breakout for the Tigers, as it's going to be Trainer with it. A shot up front, and Gray will hang on for a stoppage. So I think that one will actually bring us to our media timeout.
Yeah, it looks like they didn't want to do it before the 10-minute mark. It's about 10:24, so they wanted to wait. So now media timeout, clean sheet of ice, and we're back with the mini games between the Kansas fans and Missouri fans. Looks like they might be playing a little bit of a flip cup. They're taking a page of the young kids' books, I guess, with this one.
Well, I mean, when you have two colleges like this playing, you sort of have to, you know?
Yeah, no, I definitely agree. Again, it's been a fun season. You know, it's always sad the end of the season. So KU just wants to have a good lasting memory of the last memory, maybe a goal or so. So I mean, we'll see. 9:39 left.
Either way, you got to give a lot of credit to Mizzou and just the amount of success that program has had, especially over the last couple of years, the way it's really turned around. And now they're about to be on an 11-game win streak. It might be a little bit more than that, so someone correct me if I'm wrong on that. But now they're about to make a pretty good national run. They've been a dominant team all year.
And you can see they're there. You know, they're on every rebound. They're on the offense. I mean, they're pushing it. They're pushing it. They're not going to let a team make a mistake and be fine. If you make a mistake, Mizzou will take advantage of that. And that's what we've been seeing all game. So it'll be interesting to see how their run goes in nationals. As this flip cup is coming to an end, the hockey game's waiting for it to be over. And they had to rush it. KU won it, though. Hey, we'll win flip cup. Hockey, we'll see.
So the Tigers still have possession here. This is going to be Henry Caston trying to shot from the point. It's going to be sent wide. It's going to be a battle along the boards. Tigers still with it, as it was Carrier trying to get a pass to the slot where the Jayhawks take it away and get it out. This is going to be dumped in, wrapped around the boards here. It's going to be Christopher leaving it for Caston, as it was knocked down by Fontanetta and called for a high stick here with 9:15 left to go.
Again, a lot of stoppages in this third period. This has definitely been the, I guess you would say, longest period so far And, you know, maybe as a Jayhawk player, that's not the best thing you want to see in a 12-2 game, but here we go, another faceoff coming right outside of Mizzou's D zone.
So the face-off win here by the Jayhawks back over to Kearney. It'll go off the boards or off a stick and into the corner. As it's going to be over to Feeney. Feeney trying to get it up front over to Fontanetta. Couldn't quite catch it there. As it's going to be Caston over to Carrier. Carrier on the right side. Under the goal line trying to make a pass towards the slot. Couldn't connect there, but it'll be held in there at the point. A shot tipped up front, sent over to John Feeney, wearing number 24 tonight. Wrapped around the boards over to Hazelton. Now to Medina. Medina in the corner. Getting pressured there. Is this going to be poked away here? Now Malcolm Johnson back behind his own net. Ill-advised play there. Is this going to be a headman pass intended for Jonah Kim? No icing here.
Yeah, the way the icing is, Jonah Kim was able to touch that before it went into the Mizzou's D zone.
Is this going to be turned over up front? Barker able to poke it away. Unable to hold it in was Hearn. Is this going to be skated out by the Tigers? Cross ice. And a nice save there by Gray on the back door.
Great save right there by Landry Gray.
Now the Jayhawks moving it up. He's getting knocked down there. It looked like it might have been Barker. Is this going to be back over to Barker? Headman pass up over to, I believe that was number 27. Either way, it's going to be sent back out. Now it's going to be Baumstark with it. Back over to Johnson. Johnson with it again for the Tigers. About 7:15 left to go. Poked off the puck there. It's going to be taken away by Adler. Moving in on the backhand shot, and a save made there by Christopher.
Great temp right there, Adler, and what's going to be the last few of the shifts of his KU career.
Is this going to be picked up there by Johnson? Johnson curling back around. Just under 7 minutes to go now. 12-2 our score. As this going to be Rudman. Connecting there with Baumstark. Passing it to the back door. Kansas able to clear it out. This is going to be picked back up by Casiopo. Casiopo, his pass. This one ends up going over to Rudman now. Back to the tape of the Jayhawks. It's going to be Rudman once more. Rudman will rag it back behind his own net before curling around to Casiopo, who finds Austin through center ice. Austin trying to make a move around Johnson, but he's pressured off the puck there. Now Rudman picks it up in the corner. Now it's going to be Austin under the goal line, trying to pass it to the slot, broken up there, but the Tigers hold it in. Is this going to be Spolek now? Spolek walking in, shooting, sent wide. The Jayhawks able to clear it, but it looks like it will go a little far for an icing, bringing us a stoppage with 5:45 left to go.
Yeah, as Brandon Fontanetta wasn't able to beat out that icing. So coming all the way back into our defense zone with 5:45 left in this third period. Score favors Mizzou 12-2, and as you would expect, shots favor Mizzou 43-25. KU's just going to try to end the season on any high good note they can, whether that's a massive hit, a goal, anything. 5:45 left in this third period.
So another face-off win here by the Jayhawks. They're able to get it out of the zone. Is this going to be sent back in by the Tigers? Kansas trying to pick it up once more. Shot missing the net there as it's going to be Hug holding the line. Casiopo holding the line this time. His shot through traffic tipped wide as it'll be picked up there by Malcolm Johnson. Johnson trying to get a headman pass. Now over to Casiopo. Sent back the other way. Now it's going to be Morris with it. Morris on the right side trying to go back door. Unable to tip it on net. As it's a headman pass broken up there by Casiopo. Kansas will dump it into the zone. Christopher getting a piece of it there. Racing to hold it in was Fantoni. As it's going to be taken away there by Fantoni. His shot through traffic. Covered up there by Christopher for a whistle.
As Mel Christopher is able to get his glove there and make the glove save. Again, this is just a good shot right there. You know, just trying to get anything, trying to get a goal to end the year. You know, it's all you can do. You know, it's good to see that we're still trying to fight and not just giving up like that. So, face-off coming Mizzou's defensive zone. Big face-off for us if we want to get a third goal.
So the face-off won over to Kim. He was trying to kick it to his blade so we could get the shot off, but he's unable to as it's going to be stripped away there by Jacob Caston. Now over to Henry Caston, trying to get a little saucer pass back over to Jacob, but it's going to be sent back out, and the Tigers will have to regroup through the neutral zone. This is going to be taken away there by Hearn. Then back to the tape of Walker. Is the Jayhawks able to get it out? It's going to be an odd man rush. Fantoni shooting one, blocked up front there by Carrier. This is going to be picked up there by Henry Caston. He tries to get a headman pass. That'll connect as Carrier carries it in. At the goal line, tries to drop it back. A shot up front, save made by Gray. Puck still loose in the crease, and it still in the slot. Another shot there, not on net, and we get a stoppage here as the net is knocked off.
Great saves out there by Landry Gray. In these closing minutes, and again, the netting gets knocked off. About the fourth time that's happened, but great saves out there by Landry Gray. He was able to just push off left to right, get there, and you know, he just pushed off a little too hard and knocked off the goal, but it's all good. 3:47 left in this third period.
So 12-2 still our score. Shots are 46-26 in favor of Missouri. As there's another one right there.
It looks like number 4, Brett Zimmer, was able to get that tip-in goal. It was a deep shot from about the blue line that Zimmer saw the whole way. Landry Gray did not. And that equals a 13-2 lead for Mizzou. The celebration was very mild on that one, so maybe Mizzou is realizing, okay, let's just relax here these last few minutes.
So 13-2. About 3.5 minutes left to go here. Is this going to be taken away by Hazelton? This is going to be dumped out there. So it'll be Roberts now picking it up back behind his own net, try to send it out, but it's going to be held in there by Chubb, who got it back over to Austin. This is going to be another shot there by Hazelton, not on net, but either way, we'll get a stoppage here.
Yeah, and that's again 3:10 left in this third period. 13-2. Mizzou fans are having fun here. KU fans not so much, but we're still supporting. Faithful will always be faithful. This last few minutes of this season, as I keep saying, Alex Adler, last few minutes of his KU career. See if he can do anything in his last shifts.
This is going to be taken away there by Kim. Unable to get it out of the zone. He's just going to be walked up, shot in there by Roberts. It'll go back behind the Mizzou net. This is going to be Spolek. His headman pass connects there. And cranking one from the point there was number 22. As Kansas trying to get it out of the zone, and they're able to. It's going to be skated in on the left side by Fantoni. Is this going to be Reed who dumps it back in? Jayhawks have to get back on side. So under 2.5 minutes left to go. Is this going to be Johnson wrapping it back around the boards? Got it over to Casiopo. Casiopo on the left side. Moves through one man. Is this going to be wrapped around here? Picked up by number 17. That's going to be Baumstark.
I think there could have been a tripping call right there, but they're not going to call that in a 13-2 game.
Is this going to be picked up by Spolek? Spolek will drag back behind his own net, trying to kill off a little bit more time before getting a pass over to Baumstark. Is this going to be taken away there? A shot there by Pendleton. Is this going to be over to Hearn? Hearn trying to toe drag around Austin. Hearn gets it right back. He backhands that one in. It'll go back right to where Casiopo will pick it up. Just a little under a minute and a half left to go. Is this going to be Spolek? He's going to turn on the Jets as he heads through center. Spolek coasting to up front. Tried a short side shot kicked away there by Gray. Is this going to be sent back out over to Casiopo? It's going to be taken away there by the Jayhawks. Schubert moving in. Shot just over the net there. Holding the line was Adler, wrapping it around, right to the tape of Rudman. Now Dusso taking it away, holding it in. Shooting one, kicked away there by Christopher. Now it's going to be held in there by Baumstark. Now to Carney, to Dusso. Dusso will wrap it around, dumping it in. Is this going to be back over to Cachapo? Is this going to be kicked in by Carney? Jayhawks having to get back on side. Now Spolek on the left side. 32 seconds left to go. He's going to cut towards the net. A backhand shot, and he scores.
And that's going to get some response from the Jayhawks because they just, there's 30 seconds left. I mean, of course you want a goal as a player, but, sometimes you just got to, there's bigger things. There's things bigger than you sometimes, but, doesn't matter what I think. It's 14-2 in favor of Mizzou. The shots are 50-27 favoring Mizzou with 29 seconds left in the Jayhawks season and in this game here at Cable Dome Arena.
So the face-off won by the Tigers. It's going to be Carrier on the right side, getting it. Now moving to the slot, now under the goal line, passed up front. Save made by Gray. Puck was still loose, and another one.
I mean, I know we are the Jayhawk announcers, so this might be biased, but I mean, come on. Come on, Gabe. I mean, there's 17 seconds left. I mean, do you really just need to keep scoring like this? I mean, I understand the rivalry, I really do, but there's 17 seconds left.
Missouri Tigers goal scored by number 7, Nicholas Traynor. Assisted by number 57, Sean Carey.
Is this going to be sent back up over to Adler? He's going to take a little bit of a tumble there. Is this going to be back over? And that'll do it. As that ends this one, where the Tigers take this game 15-2 on an unfortunate night for the Jayhawks.
Yeah, and you just hate to see it, and that's the end of the season for the Jayhawks, and it ends like that. Alex Adler, that is his Kansas career, the end right there. The final period on the sentence for that.
And we'll go ahead and wrap things up here from inside Cable Dahmer Arena, where Missouri takes this one 15-2. And it doesn't look like they put the last goal on the scoreboard in here. But either way, again, I'm Gabe Daniel. Alongside me has been Richie Obaid. And we will talk to you guys next season.